Cars.
Yeah, race cars. Wait, do I sit down and watch?
Yeah. Oscar. 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 Oscar.
Stop banging. Welcome guys to IER Racing. This is the Nationals and this is Portimao, Autodromo Internacional do Algarve. Now this is situated in the Mexi Ohiria Grande area of Portimao. So a little bit up the hills. But as you can see we are on board with Barry in the Mercedes. Now let's bring up, right, apologies, press the wrong button. Let's bring up lap data, telemetry, and get that map right up so we can see who is on and about. And today with me I have got Toby. So if you hear any background noises, probably him just shot in the car, but it's all good, it's all good. So I do apologise, I am jumping in and around. The Discord to have a look to see where my... There we go. Right, I'm just going to drop this into the chat for our drivers to actually join us. Free, yeah, free. I was Toby saying about gear 3. And first gear, well done, Toby. So Barry's sticking at 118.7, a very good time there. And we got Izzy's looking for needing an invite. Bear with me, Izzy.
Two.
Two, yeah, two. So let's have a look. Let's get Izzy. I sent an invite to Izzy there to make so she can get into the lobby. Barry improves his time with a 118.5, and we've got Kyra in the chat saying, "Evening, Gaz. How are you, my friend?" I'm good. I am good, Kyra. Thanks for joining us here in here. And as you can see, Izzy has joined the lobby. So don't know whether she's going to be a spectator or even racing, but we've got a few drivers on track. Let's jump on board with Thierry. That Thierry is coming around the final corner. I do love this little drop. Silver.
Oscar. Oscar. Oscar.
Yeah, it is an orange car. So Toby pointing out delivery of the McLaren, who is taking a very long detour on the outside there. That's Thierry with a 1:17.4. It's your boy Charlie with a 1:18.4. F1 football, who is going backwards with a 1:18.8. Azim with a 1:20.1. Rappelt is retired from the race. Retired from qualifying. 5-grid penalty for F1 football for a collision. We've got Berserker is in the pit. Let's see how Berserker does. We have DXT Matty who's on. Let's have a look what time he gets. He gives a 1:18.0, puts himself in fit, and still scores a 1:17.2. Absolutely flying times these drivers that have got. So let's see if we've got someone who we can jump on an on-board lap with. I think we're gonna have to find a driver that is on an out lap, and I will do a lap rundown with them. As you can see, the only 3 drivers that haven't put a time in yet is Berserker, Let's Go, Shaq, and Speedy, who is on an out lap. So let's stay on board with Speedy, who will be doing a lap. This is one of those circuits that many people don't really know much about it. So the architect of this is Ricardo Pina. Ricardo Pina has not got many circuits known to him. And there's a spin by Speedy. Major events it's had so far has been the Grand Prix in 2020 and 2021. We've also had the MotoGP that uses this circuit quite a lot. It is a MotoGP predominant circuit, so it is designed for the bikes more than the cars, but the cars can drive really well around that. So you can see Speedy. Got a bit slower on the out lap. As it comes around the final corner, and here we go. I will do my best to give you a good rundown of this lap as we are starting this clear. As it comes around the first corner of Primera, which just means first, around turn 2 into Lagos. Lagos is named after which is a Portuguese word for lake, because there's a lake just over behind the bleachers. Around turn 4 onto this short straight down here, DRS zone, into the hairpin of Torvip, and not a sharp left-hander. Around turn 6 here, it's just like over the crest, and into turn 7, around into turn 8. Nice dip off Samsung up the hill, very well handled there, over the crest, going into Craig Jones corner, around Portimao corner of 11 and 10, around turn 12, the sharp left-hander of turn 13, slow your car right down over the curb, on the exit, quite quick, onto Segras. From Segras, round the final corner of Gulp, and Gulp leads you into the start-finish straight, where there is the first long DRS straight. And Speedy with a 1:17.6 puts a very respectable time there. And Toby getting a bit tired there. Having a little bit of a cry. I do apologise. But that is Portimao for you, ladies and gents. And now Ari's asking for an invite. Let's get Ari in there. Bear with me, gents and ladies. And the invite's gone out to Ari, so Ari should be able to get in soon. So here we go. So we've got Stinos in provisional pole with 117.2. We have Thierry with 117.4, Speedy with 117.6, DXT Matty with 117.8, Death Dragon on a 118.0. We've got Chain Game Woo on a 118.2. Barry on a 118.3. Constantly improving. We've got F1 Football with 118.8, but does have a grid penalty. We have Tima Azim on a 119.5. Keep improving. And we've got Izzy Berserker on a 120.4. Obviously, very little practice Izzy's had at the moment, but hopefully Izzy will get in there and start picking up that pace. Rappold not set time, neither has Let's Go Shaq, Vedran, Chuggy, Decky and Itchy Charlie. As Stinos puts a 117.015, making it a little bit harder for those drivers because Death Dragon's put a 117.3 as we catch him spinning that car like Mazepin. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Matty's on an out lap. Going through these cars, it's like a car park out there. And Berserker has retired from the session. So, I have an exam tomorrow, so that's the only reason I'm racing. Alright. Okay. I'm not too sure how that's going to happen, but Let's Go Shaq has posted a time of a 1:39.8. But this is critical because what that does is ensures that he will not start any lower than 11th. Well, 10th with F1 Football's penalty could send them down below. Absolutely fantastic lines there. Great moving out the way from the Ferrari. Ferrari done well there to get out the way. Racing is better than studying. I can't blame. Okay, so Toby, tell me what colour is that car?
Red.
It's red. It's a red car. Absolutely spot on. Can you say Ferrari? Can you say Ferrari? Ferrari, yeah. Well done. So there's Toby there telling you what car we've got out there today.
Red.
Yeah, red. we're on a different car now, Toby. Chris has said, Izzy, I agree, so yeah. Chris agrees that racing is better than studying. Depends what you're studying for. So we've got Stinos is in the pit, Death Dragon's in the pit, TP's in the pit, Speedy's in the pit. We've got Ari who's joined us now. Ari, can he get out with enough time? Chain game, woo! Putting out a new time, is improving. You got Tim Azim who's on our lap. Let's get on board the Tim Azim and see how he does with this lap. Let's see if he can improve his time if we're on board with him. as he starts out, gets that DRS open. Around turn 1 and 2, on to turn 3. Absolutely fantastic effort there from Team Azim, as he has just finished the second DRS round, turn 5 and 6. And here we go. Heading about 10 and 11 onto 10 12. Let's see how it does. It does purple sector 2. So he has improved quite a lot. Has he got enough in him to start moving up the pack? It's heading round. Come to the final corner. Do really well. Very nice line there. Hugs that inside curb. Around it goes. And that is a good time of 117.7 for Team Azim, which puts him there right in the middle at P6 currently. So we have got very little time left. So we've got Stinos who's out on a lap. We've got Death Dragon who has basically given up on that lap. Thierry who is also on the lap. There's a lot of drivers losing it on that corner there. Lot of drivers. Matty is probably happy with the pit here. Speedy spun out. Team Azim is validated. Chain game, woo! It's coming round up to 10-5. This is the most iconic corner of Portimao. Everybody can remember that hairpin. You see the cars coming down over the crest, coming down the hill and hitting hard, freaking hard. Barry, can Barry improve on his time? Death Dragon has retired from the session, so we're still on board with Barry. Let's see if Barry can improve his time. And still also 116.8. Absolutely smashes that time right there. We're still on board with Barry. Has Barry improved his time? I don't know if he has. I don't think he has. He's still... no, he's definitely not improved on his time. He's gone a lot slower. And straight into the pits. So we've got Speedy. Is Speedy going to go in the pits? Shane Game Woo is going up. Speedy crosses the line, finishes there. That is the end of qualifying. So we've got Stinos in first, Death Dragon in second, and Thierry in third. A cracking top three. And Toby's got a little bit upset. He'll be fine. So yeah, so we've got wow, it is a Dutch 1, 2, 3, Stinos, Death Dragon and Thierry. The DXT Matty in fourth, Speedy in fifth, Azim in sixth, Chain Game Woo in seventh, Barry in eighth. Let's go Shaq in ninth, F1 Football in 10th, Berserker in 11th. We got Rapols, Ari, Vedran, Chuggy, Decky, and it's your boy Charlie, who have still yet to put a time in. So, absolutely fantastic effort from the drivers. So, F1 Football will get a 5th place grid penalty, which will drop him down into the lower half. I think I'll put him in P13. But it does mean that we've got a lot more to see from him and see how well he can recover. And it's wet. It's a wet race, guys. It's raining. Toby, it's raining. It's raining. Can you see that, Toby? Yeah, raining. Toby there with the commentary on the weather. So the Algarve is 2.891 miles, 4.65 kilometers, 15 turns. The development includes a go-kart track, an off-road track, a technological park, a 5-star hotel, a sports complex, and apartments, all within the compounds of the Autodromo International Algarve. Absolutely, it's right close to a popular Portuguese tourist area. Also a circuit that is a circuit that is used in the European Le Mans series, so it does get quite a bit of use from the GT cars. So the current circuit has been used since 2008. Previous layouts with minor adaptations over the years, all the way back to the 70s, I believe. That this track it's never really seen much action as a starter track up until 2008 when the super bikes moved in there. But the circuit itself is got a lot of history. But the circuit itself has there's a statue in tribute to Craig Jones, representing Jones on his motorbike. Its main part of the monument was already partially built, and its arrangement of the main access roundabouts to the track. So on the approach to the track compound, the roundabout there is the Craig Jones Memorial. It's a landscape culture which represents the main street of the circuit, and it goes up to the car park of the main grandstand. So a huge memorial there for the world super sport rider Craig Jones, who was unfortunately killed in a motorcycle crash at Brands Hatch in 2008. So that's the reason why there is a corner named Craig Jones. And Toby, as with 5 lights going, they're out and we got a drive-through penalty for Vedran for a jump start. That's unfortunate. Bastinos gets a very good lead. Breaks away already. 0.8 of a second away from Death Dragon, who is by no means he's not a slow driver. Oh, calm down, Toby. Are you okay? Sit there. Absolutely fantastic effort from Death Dragon there to try and start climbing that place back, as he does bring that time right down to half a second. Absolutely fantastic effort from Death Dragon. Let's filter through. We've got Matty, who's hanging the back there with Azim right behind. Vedran with his penalty is in 5th. F1 Football has jumped up a few places into 6th. We've got Barry in 7th. We've got Thierry, who's dropped right down into 8th. Izzy up into 9th. Izzy, I can tell she's taking a little bit cautious, still getting used to the circuit, I believe. As far as I'm aware, she hasn't had as much practice as some of these drivers. And she picks up a 3-second time penalty already for multiple warnings. So yeah, it's an easy track to pick up penalties. It's a tight, twisty track with a few places to overtake, but the overtakes opportunities are there. As you can see, Chuggy take the inside line from Izzy, who went wide at that corner, the penultimate corner. and takes 9th. Berserker Izzy still in the mix as Izzy has jumped into the pits. 5 seconds speed in the pit lane penalty. Chuggy with a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. And it is a wing change for Izzy, so she's had a bit of an off and lost a bit of a wing. So that's the reason why she is in the pits. Fantastic to see that she's in there, and Rapol Racing is also in there with a wing change. A few drivers there. So we've got Stinos in the lead. 1.5, 1.4, 1.3 seconds to DJ Death Dragon Matty, just under a second as he was losing it. Almost tank slapper there. Vedran in 5th. F1 Football in 6th. We've got Thierry in 7th. We've got Barry in 8th. Chucky in 9th. And Chain Game, woo! In 10th. And we've got a little comment here from Unseen. This track has the weirdest rain effects I've ever seen. The track is as patchy as a giraffe. And there's no spray from the tyres. Well done, Cody's. That's a good point. There we go. Stelos gets a 131.0. It's going to be a really slow laps really around here due to the fact that it is raining. Hopefully the rain doesn't last the whole thing, but this is very, very wet indeed. Very different from the other circuits. And there is literally no spray. I don't think the weather conditions have been programmed efficiently into this circuit, but at least we get to drive on this circuit. It's your boy Charlie in 10th as F1 Football has spun around. He's spinning. It's going to take a lot of effort to get back on track. And Vedran, oh, he's spun again. And he's lost a chunk of his wing. That'll be a pit stop there for F1 Football. Is he making strides to start catching up? You can see the Ferrari stricken, really slow, and Izzy no helmet, brave as your leg with no helmet, and then she spins. But it's not come. There we go, back on track with ease, The comment from Unseen is actually pretty much right. It does look like a drive, and Stinos is still making fast enough. And Azim's crashed. He's lost it at the pit entrance. Safety car. But where he stopped is right across the pit entrance. And the car has been removed, but the safety car is out. So this is 3 laps with the safety car. Guys, let me know what you think. Drive-through penalty for Izzy for speeding under the safety car. Don't tell me that's the timing glitch. I got a feeling that's the timing glitch that happens. Let's keep that data up because it means that we can see what kind of laps the drivers are doing. Details, let's have a look. So, TP is up 4 places. So, TP had a penalty for crashing into F1 football. Obviously, that would not be counted because I do believe it was an incident that needs to be reported. Chuggy up 9 places. Barry's up 1, Chain Game, woo! Is on down 1 place. It's your boy Charlie up 9, Speedy down 5, Vedran up 3, and Izzy's dropped 1 place. Ari is basically where he started. Rapol Racing in 13th, dropped 2 places. Let's go. Shaq has dropped 5. Decky's up 1 place. FL Football down 1. I don't think these are right. Oh well. So far, Izzy, Ari, Rapol, Shaq, Decky, Football have had 1 stop, although this is a wet race, so they actually technically don't need to stop at all. And the rain looks like it's getting a bit heavier as the cars are catching up to the safety car. And I'm not too sure whether if Ari had a little bit of an off there, but there was no need for the weaving because you can't really heat up the tyres in the rain. Red John with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I don't understand why you get so many warnings on the safety car. I don't understand why the game allows that to happen, because you're not gaining an advantage really by exceeding the track limits under safety car. You're not going to be quick, you're not going to get past anybody, you've got to catch up anyway. So that was a little bit of a jump there from Ari there, so I think that was a desync. Bear with me 1 moment. Well, Toby comes and sits on my knee. So Toby, what do you think of this? Yeah, Red Bull, is that the Red Bull car? So he's watching the Red Bull car of Rapport Racing. Let's have a look. Izzy with no helmet. We have Chucky in the AlphaTauri. This is the IER season finale, where they're going to merge the Wednesday and the Tuesdays together, and they're going to start a shorter season with that. Hopefully we'll get a bit more competition, a bit more of an attendance, as commitment has become a little bit slack with some drivers due to their mixed lives, and obviously the world is starting to free up, so people have been getting themselves out and about, or work has been another issue for some of them. So we're still waiting for a few drivers, so it'll be Football and Decky to catch up with the pack, and Let's Go Shaq is also, it's just slightly trailing. I was waiting for these cars to catch up so we can go back racing. So Stenos in the lead with Death Dragon in second, Matty in third. I wonder what kind of a safety car restart Stenos will do in the next lap. And Rapport Racing with a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Ari. Do apologise about that. Terry having to press a few buttons there, try to get himself involved. As Izzy's picked up a 5-second penalty for a collision with Bertrand as Decky's out. Decky's lost it. On the start finish, he's lost it. That's a bit of a bizarre place to lose it, but that's racing. I really would like to know what happened to Decky. My full football getting really close to Izzy's back end there. Hey, get off her back end. You don't want to be there, you don't want to anger Izzy. And I've got a feeling that the safety car will be coming in. Safety car is in on his lap, so let's see how Stinos does. What we're going to do, we're going to take it from the perception of DJ Death Dragon, as this driver has to weigh up the options and find out what's best for him. Taking on his counterpart, is Nation Compadre. As it looks like it could be a little snap decision for Stinos in a moment. And it was foot down the way he went. Managed to catch him out a little bit. And we're back racing again. As Thierry is looking to go past Fatty. And Izzy's retired from the race. I think she lost it right at the end of the pit, at the start of the pit lane. As Ari's got no wing, so Let's Go Shaka's got no wing. It's quite easy to lose it in this weather. It is so slippy at Stinos. Can't shake Death Dragon off his tail. DXT Matty looking to get that overtake done. Penalty so far, so Ari with 11, Boy Charlie Speedy on 3, Rapport Racing on 5, Chuggy on 6, Redron on 30, and Let's Go Shaq on 6. So mixed penalty bag. Everybody's on the wet. Position change hasn't changed much, really, from before. A few people have progressed because of front runners have dropped down. So Thierry's dropped down a couple of places. He's now behind his teammate of Chain Game. Woo! That was fun. What happened? Let me know what happened at the end there, because I think you might, in my opinion, I think you might cut the pit wall. Terry getting a little bit upset for being told off not to jump on the bed. As we're on board with Thierry, who needs to stop thinking about making a move past his teammate, because his teammate is losing ground to DXT Matty. So Izzy had no wing and drove right into the pit wall. Yeah, if it was a dry track, I don't think you would have had a problem. But with it being wet, so easy to lose it, especially with no wing. Need all the downforce you can get to control the cars on this the circuit in these conditions. And I think it's going to be a wet race all the way through, as we are on lap 9 of 33. Absolutely long stonking race. Expecting a lot of big things from drivers such as Thierry and DXT Matty. We're looking for them to be jumping in. And Stinos has got a huge gap now of a 1.8 over Death Dragon, and it seems to be growing. Matty still is losing ground to the two leaders as well. I had about 30 seconds of penalties and a drive through. F1 football has been disqualified, it's saying, for blocking the pit lane. What I think that was is he spun He's blocked the pit lane and got disqualified. And Ari has retired. He's retired in the pit lane. So the conditions here for these drivers are getting worse. A lot of drivers. We've got a sector 1, 2, and 3 yellow flags. Absolutely bizarre moments here. So we're down to 12 races from 17. We had a good number of drivers here today for the finale. So we're hoping for some good results at the end. And Toby having a little bit of a tantrum right now. I do apologise, ladies and gents. And we are on lap 11 as Stinos is looking to defend from DJ Death Dragon. We're hoping for a battle between these two drivers because we've not had any battles really anywhere else. Chuggy keeps racking up these penalties. So let's have a look. Where's our battle? I think our battle is at the front. Stinos and Death Dragon. Penalties getting... It's like Oprah with you get a penalty, you get a penalty, you get a penalty, you get a penalty. And 19 seconds for Vedran, 17 seconds for Chuggy. They're going to be closing in. So, and there's a DNF for Vedran for corner cutting. He's actually been... He should have been disqualified. Oh no. That wasn't... No. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I don't think I need to say it. But this is a safety car. Safety car situation. And it's pit stop for Stinos, Death Dragon, Matty, Thierry, Rappold. Is Barry going to jump in? Feeling this game is brutal right now. Heavy rain. Yeah, it is brutal. There's a lot of rain. Absolutely mental. So Stinos has dropped down to fairway for that pit stop, but they're gonna have this fresh rubber. Now fresh wet tyres works really well on a wet circuit like this is. This is not just any wet circuit. This is the patchwork quilt of wet circuits. This is the type of wet circuit you expect to find in a swimming pool, changing rooms, patches of water absolutely everywhere. You just don't want to stick your toe in it because you don't know what it's going to do to you. So we've got drivers there get bunched up now. We've got Barry in the lead now at the moment, with it's your boy Charlie in second, Stinos in third, Death Dragon in fourth, Matty in fifth, Thierry in sixth, Rappold Racing in seventh, Chain Game woo in eighth. We've got Chuggy in ninth, and Let's Go Shaq in 10th. Went full throttle on the straight and just the car just lost the car. Yeah, it makes really good sense there, Speedy. But I think we've got the gist of it. We can't drive. it's just ridiculous, however, as we are in that phase now where the racers winding in because of the safety cars. So this circuit takes its inspirations from Spa-Francorchamps and the Nürburgring, well, the old Nürburgring, and it's mainly because of its undulating nature. So where most circuits, especially these, because this is technically classed as a modern circuit, most modern circuits are built on flat grounds, but this wasn't. This has used the land to go up and down a bit, like the way the Jello works. So it's a bit like Spa, a bit like the old Nürburgring, where they uses the height. It's had some. There's been circuits here for years, many years. But this is this is a new built circuit. It is one of those circuits where you expect drivers. A safety car is in on this lap. You do expect the drivers to put in more practice than other places, due to the fact that it's a new circuit. It's a tough circuit to get your head round, as Barry is in charge of the safety car restart. And he's not really slowed down too much. He's giving a bit of brave and space to the safety car, and we're waiting for the snap, and it's snapping, away he goes, and it's your boy Charlie was caught napping. Chege Wu with a severe 5% penalty for severe collision with Rappold, as we've got Death Dragon making the move past Stinos. Death Dragon up into third. Absolutely amazing overtake there from Death Dragon. Absolutely smashed it. Thierry with LMAO. Chaos. It's absolutely brutal chaos, as there is more movement. Rapport Racing has spun. It's Red Bull car. It crashed. The car crashed. Go, haha. And there's Toby laughing at Rappold's ruined car. Great to see that. We've got Let's Go Shaq there with a possible overtaking opportunity on Chuggy in the next few corners. Maybe the next, as Chuggy goes really wide. He's got wing damage, Chuggy. And it's a bit of wheel bashing there for the two drivers. Bit hard to control, as again Chuggy goes really wide in that corner. I think Chuggy will end up getting another penalty if he carries on. You exploiting the track limits like that. But that is brutish behaviour. Is actually kept them in 7th. And that was very heavy braking from Chuggy there on the middle of the corner. Almost brake checking. Let's Go Shaq. So we've got Barry now. Still, Stinos has managed to get up into second. And there's a bit of battle there between It's Your Boy Charlie and Death Dragon. Death Dragon gets into third. Thierry now looking to get past It's Your Boy Charlie as soon as he can. This is absolutely bizarre. We're nearing to the halfway point of the race, and I will be honest, this is the time where I do wish I did have a co-commentator to have a little chat to see what drivers would be improving. As Toby doesn't give much more than just red car, orange car, race car at the moment. And I think that was a little bit of a spin there from Let's Go Shaq, but obviously not too much more because Chain Gang, woo, it's still got a lot of ground to cover to catch up. Shortly after that pit stop, down in the 9th and Rapport Racing in 10th. So Rapport Racing almost being caught up by the leaders. Stenos is heavily putting pressure on Barry right now to see whether Barry has got the cojones to keep battling. Toby was a little bit upset there. I do apologise, ladies and gents. As Barry he's holding on to the lead very well. He's defending from Stenos. As Stenos looks for the opportunity, he goes up alongside, and I think that's probably one of the easiest overtakes to be done. Barry makes a mistake, and Stenos capitalises. Can Death Dragon do the same kind of a thing? Wait for Barry to make a mistake and capitalise. Barry goes a little bit wide from that corner, but still holds it on track. Let's see how he does going through the final corner. An okay line that was. Kyra, if only I asked you, mate. Yes, Kyra, you could have easily jumped in if you wanted to, buddy. Obviously, it's halfway through the race now, and it's a bit hard to get you in. So right now, Barry is holding Death Dragon up from battling his compadre up for the first, really. Barry doing really well. Absolute epic performance from that driver right now, holding his own. Chain Gang, woo! He's got the fastest lap of a 130.2. That will be etching in the mind of a lot of drivers, thinking, can I get the fastest lap? Should I go for the fastest lap? Of course you should. There's no reason why you shouldn't go for the fastest lap. Whether you need to change your tyres to get faster, to get a bit of extra grip. But Chain Game Woo at the moment, he's got 26.4 seconds of clear space in front of him, which means he's got his car working at the absolute peak. As Thierry is spun, you spin me right round, baby, right round. As Stenos grabs a 130.1 time to take fastest lap. Let's Go Shaq up into 6 after the spin by Thierry. Barry, who has dropped down significantly, must have had a bit of an off, because Matty is in 4th, it's your boy Charlie is in 3rd, and they're battling it really close there for 3rd right now. Stenos has lost out to Death Dragon. I don't know how this has happened. Why did I not see this? Did Stenos spin? Did Stenos lose out? Did he go off track? A Chain Game, woo! It's put a 130.103. And okay, is it me, or does the rain look like it's getting heavier? This has been the same all the way through, and it just constantly looks like it's getting heavier. I think it's just sometimes, depending on the part of the circuit that you're watching, it looks like it's heavier. But this is where the battle is right now. It's your boy Charlie looking to get fed back from Matty. Stenos looking to get first back off of Mitch, DJ Death Dragon. So closing in there, Stenos. Has he got enough speed to make the move on Death Dragon? I don't think so, not in this corner anyway. Let's get around into the second straight. Very close battle there between these two drivers. We need to see some. We need a helicopter shot of these two because that would be absolutely epic. But Stinos got it. Nope, Stinos still just off. As they head out the end of sector 2. And it's 0.3 of a second. Not much in it between these two drivers. Absolutely fantastic. Very close battling. But we want to see some wheel-to-wheel action here. We want to see them go side by side. We want to see them pushing each other to the limits. As there's a bit of an off on sector 3 as Rapport Racing has retired in the pits. So on lap 20 of 33. Absolutely epic driving for these two in these conditions. But then we've got Extra Boy Charlie's dropped quite a bit to DXT Matic. He's also got 9 seconds of penalties, which means Barry has a chance of getting 4th. Absolutely epic driving for these drivers right now. And we've got 3 second time penalty for Chain Game. Woo! That's his first penalty. I can't believe he's got his first penalty now. But the top 3 drivers still penalty free at the moment. The two Death Dragon and Stinos, they're gonna be thinking about each other. Look at this helicopter. Absolutely fantastic image. See these drivers go to take on down the last corner as they do have it. So close it's with Will and does Stinos reach? Stinos does, he's inched in front. Stinos is inched in front of DJ Death Dragon, who is now dropped into second, and they're still battling it. Has Death Dragon got it in him to make the move on this? It is wheel to wheel. Stinos taking the inside line, forcing Death Dragon to go the long way round, and they're still side by side. And it goes outside, does become the inside in these two corners, but Stinos has managed to put Mitch back into second. And Mitch has got to wait again, keep close and ready for another attempt at the next available opportunity, which I would say would be a start finish straight. Toby there commenting it's a race car. So Mitch in the Haas against Stinos in the Aston Martin. What a battle. This is a battle you'll never see in real life, because these two cars are in polar opposites of where they of each other. This Death Dragon picks up a 3 second time penalty. See this? 3 second time penalty is what exactly Stinos wants. Stinos now just has to relax and go back and just need to stay in the battle, regardless first or second, and keep it clean. And Stinos picks up a 3 second, puts them on level. Did he do this on purpose? Absolutely fantastic. Both drivers back on a even keel, but what this does also brings in Matty for the play, because Matty is 5.8 seconds behind and no penalties, so he's actually equivalent to 2.9 right now, and he could be hoping for another penalty, as we are almost 2/3 of the way through the race. And he's got a safety car. Who's got a safety car? I can't work out why. Someone must have had enough. It's your boy Charlie. It's your boy Charlie has got Formula Ford, which means he is now the cause of the 3rd safety car. Does this help? This actually helps Matty out the most, because Matty now is just thinking, I just need to stay with them. Just need to stay with the leaders. I don't need to win. I just need to stay with them, and the penalties will do the rest for him. And Matty is jumped into the pits. Oh, no way! He's picked up a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. And that is one of those penalties that will never be removed. Stinos has jumped in the pits. Okay, tell me what's going on. What's that? What is it? Is it raining? And what car's that? It's a white car, yeah. And what about that car there? The safety car? What colour's the safety car? Red, red, it is red. Well done. So lap 23 of 33. We have 11 laps left to go. Well, it's 10 and a half. We're getting into that crucial point now where we're going to start thinking who's going to be on the podium. Right now, it is going to be between Death Dragon, Thierry, and Stinos. Now, Death Dragon staying out. Has he played a blinder? Or will it be at the end down to penalties? Because Death Dragon at the moment, he's out there with tyres that are a little bit worn down, but has he worked out the time well? Where if his pit if he starts drying up now, it's going to be better for the drivers with the older tyres. But if it carries on like this, the drivers with the fresh tyres will tend to be faster for longer. So, run for the order. We've got Death Dragon in first. Thierry in second. Stinos in third. We have Matty in fourth. Barry in fifth. Chain Game Woo in sixth. Chuggy in seventh. Let's go Shaq in eighth. And ninth. We've got Boy Charlie and retirees. Rappold, Vedran, Speedy, Ari, Izzy, Decky, Azim, and disqualified football. It feels like it's going to be a long race. So, safety car is going to be out for another lap by the looks of it. We're just waiting for this safety car to go in so we can start racing again. I don't know how it is. It's been out 3 times. And it's been an absolute cluster fudge. Because drivers make mistakes, drivers deliberately making mistakes. We just want some wheel-to-wheel action. We want some battling. Because we're on lap 25 of 33. So, lap 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Would have 8 laps of fighting. Is 8 laps going to be enough to see a good battle between the drivers of Draft Dragon, Thierry and Stinos? With Matty there and for the mix as well. But Matty with the 5-second penalty doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much damage unless he can get 2 seconds over the others, or they pick up more penalties. Honestly thought Matty could have done this without getting a penalty, but stupid mistake. Entering the pits gives him a speed in the pit lane penalty. So what are we going to be expecting, guys? I do believe this is going to be safety car going in, as all the drivers are bunched up. Go around. Safety car is in on this lap. So it's Death Dragon. Death Dragons tend to rate the pace. And he is slowing the cars down quite a bit. Coming round through the last few corners. Let's watch Thierry. Thierry can see. A Death Dragon waited until like the last possible moment to make that move, and what he's done is he's left TP to be at the mercy of Stinos, and Stinos throws it in there. Oh! Chain game, woo! Absolutely stonked it in there. Taking TP to Stinos and Matty out of the equation right now. Chain game woo up into second after a daredevil dive, a miscalculated dive, which has brought Chuggy in to third. Thierry needs to now salvage something out of this, losing an end plate because of his teammate. I don't know. Could be seeing a few penalties flying left, right and centre right now. Because Stinos, who was in the middle of that McLaren sandwich, has no wing damage, as Thierry has gone wide because of the wing damage. Barry giving a bit of grace, and Thierry picks up a 3-second time penalty because he's got the car's not in control. And who's that on the inside? It's Let's Go Shaq. Let's Go Shaq has jumped him. Thierry tumbling down the order dead quick. Oh, because his teammate dived in. Absolutely shocking performance. I can't believe that Chain Game woo has managed to get second after that daredevil dive bomb, delivering a devastation, disastrous destruction to his dedicated teammates, as Matty has retired in the pits. Thierry with a new wing. Absolutely gutted for Matty. He would have been up there in the top 3 battle, but Chain Game woo, decided to whip in with his willy out, spank it around, piss on all of them, and then take second. can we expect to see some reporting happening, because that was so serious. Stuntman, stunt double situations. As we're on lap 27, coming to lap 28 of 33. 6 laps to go. We've got 6 laps to go, Toby. 6 laps. Nope. Right, go on, let's go. What's that? Six laps. Yeah, well done. It's your boy Charlie picking up a 3-second time penalty. I think it's a competition to see who can get the most penalties. And right now, Vedran got 31 seconds penalty before deciding to bury his car into the wall. Death Dragon with a commanding lead over Chain Game. Woo! Chucky in 3rd, we've got Stenos in 4th, Barry in 5th. Let's go Shaq in 6th. We've got It's Your Boy Charlie in 7th, and TNE Toilet Paper Thierry in 8th. Our non-finishers of 9 drivers: Matty, Rappold, Vedran, Speedy, Ari, Zeka, Deki, Azim, and F1 Football. All our DNFs, or disqualifiers. Lap 29 or 33. These laps are counting down now. It seems to be getting quicker and quicker, these laps. Now we're talking a lot of bull. So it's your boy Charlie, probably the closest to make an overtake on Let's Go Shaq. And a little contact there. It's your boy Charlie allowed Shaq to get back on track without taking the place from him, because it's your boy Charlie could have easily went past him, but he decided not to. He decided to allow him to keep his place, which is fair play and all good and respectable between the two drivers. Fastest lap right now is Thierry with 129.3. Absolutely smashed up with 0.6. And Chucky has been disqualified for receiving too many penalties. So that's Chuggy being ordered to pull over. And that's unfortunate because he was sitting there. He was promoted into the top 3 due to chain game woos. Woeful, whimsy, wicked manoeuvre. So we've got 3.5 laps to go. DJ Death Dragon still holding up first. Chain game woo in 2nd. Stilos in 3rd. Barry in 4th. Let's Go Shaq in 5th. It's your boy Charlie in 6th. And Thierry, who's just put in a 1. Let's double check that. A 1:29.115 lap time in 7th, 28 seconds in front of him. He's not in danger of causing any issues. He's not in position to make any kind of overtake. As Death Dragon picks up a 3-second time penalty, which makes chain game woo provisionally getting first. I say provisionally because we could be expecting some penalties to be post-race penalties to be applied to some of the drivers. It's your boy Charlie. Hits 24 seconds. A few more penalties, and we could be saying goodbye to Charlie. As the battle is here between these two drivers, it's your boy Charlie. Take it on, let's go Shaq. And the move has he made the move? No, he hasn't. Both drivers off the track. And let's go Shaq has seceded that place. It's your boy Charlie going really wide. Allowing let's go Shaq back up there. And now he's got to work hard to get that 2.4 seconds back. Around 10.5, the hairpin there. Lap 31 or 33. Got 2.5 laps to go. DJ Daft Dragon leading the way. But with a 3-second gap, he needs to be making a second a lap to make to protect his lead without focusing on a potential issue with chain game woos. Disastrous dive bomb. And there's been enough. It's your boy Charlie. Taking a little spin. I think he's been. And it's your boy Charlie with a 10-second time penalty for cutting the corner. He's on 34 seconds. He's so close to getting him. I'm surprised he hasn't. And he's spun. And that was a reset to track. A reset to track. Are you kidding me, Charlie boy? Are you kidding me? Yes. Yeah. So it's your boy Charlie's probably committed one of the crimes of the century with the reset to track. Picks up a 3-second penalty. He's got 37 seconds of penalties. And then he's asking for that clip. What I could do is I'll get the timestamp after the race. I'll get the timestamp for you and I'll get send it over to you. You could just use my stream as it. I'll tell you what there. Let me have a go. Due to my camera settings and my stream settings, I cannot clip that from my PlayStation. So I'm gonna have to give you the you guys get the use the footage from the stream. And Thierry with a 129.7, and it seems the cars are going faster right now. Stinos 0.7 behind. Chain game, woo! As we are on the final lap. Final lap. And Death Dragon will need to get a second in the final corners, which I don't think is going to happen. To beat Chain Game Woo over penalties, but then I am expecting Chain Game Woo to get a penalty for that unbelievable dive bomb, which caused disruption to a lot of drivers. Death Dragon winning the race, with Chain Game Woo taking the podium. Stinos in third, Barry coming round for fourth. Barry done well today. Solid performance. Let's go Shaq on the final corner. and now Thierry come to this final corner. I think Thierry tried to stop that on the line. It's your boy Charlie coming round the final corner, and this will be the end of this season after with the merge happening next week. And that car going for a spin. Another reset to track. Well, what can I say, guys? Driver day, it's your boy Charlie. I don't think so. I'm going to have to give it to DJ Death Dragon. My comments for this race were, let's say, it was a nice end. A Dutch 1-2-3. But a lot of issues to be dealt with, guys. This is always been a pleasure to commentate for IER. Hopefully, if numbers stay positive, we can do well about. We could do well for the season, and hopefully do coverage. Myself and Toby being available most Tuesdays. Dutchies for the win for a comment from Death Dragon. That is absolutely, again, last time I seen this was TNE days. Thierry, Stinos, and another driver taking a 1-2-3 for in the TNE days. Well, it's been an absolute fantastic race. Let's have a final run down the standings. So chain game, woo! Holding pole, holding first. If there's no other further penalties to be added, Death Dragon second, Stinos in third, Barry in fourth. Let's go Shaq in fifth, Thierry in sixth, and it's your boy Charlie rounding off at the end with seventh. Our DNFers: Chuggy, Matty, Rappold, Vedran, Speedy, Ari, F1 Football, Izzy, Decky, and Azim. And a couple of those drivers were disqualified. I think it was F1 Football was definitely one of them. And Chuggy was the other. So guys, yep, nothing further for me to say now, but apart from thanks for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you very soon in the merged regionals racing with IER. Going to be hosted by myself and Toby, and we'll get the revised calendar soon from Izzy and Ari very shortly, and hopefully we'll have a very good season. But until then, guys, good night.